So good morning, each one of you. Today in this class, we'll continue chapter number 9, living organisms and its surroundings. So till now, children, yesterday we have discussed about the terrestrial plants and animals. And second thing, we read about the desert plants and animals. Desert plant is cactus and animals like camel, rat, how they survive in the desert as there is an intense heat and dry climate is there. So today we are discussing about the grasslands. So now let's see which animals live in the grasslands and how they are adapted to that particular place. So Aditya Raj, kindly unmute. First of all, we are going to discuss about the adaptations of lion, how it lives and where it lives, how it camouflage takes place due to its color. Okay, beta, continue. Aditya Raj. Unmute, beta, unmute.
A lion lives in a forest or a grassland and is a strong animal that can hunt and kill animals like deer. It is light brown in color. Look at the picture of a lion and that of a deer, figure 9.8. How are the eyes placed in the face for these two animals? Are they in the front or on the side of the face? Lions have long claws in their front legs and that can be withdrawn inside the toes. Do the feature of a lion help it in any way to survive? Its light brown colors help it to hide in grasslands when it hunts for prey animals to eat. The eyes in front of the face allow it to have a correct idea about the location of its prey.
Okay, beta. So children, you may frame one extra question over here. You may frame. Write down the adaptations of lion. Kindly write down. Write adaptations write adaptations of lion. So the lines I had underlined, you have to write in points. Kindly underline the lines which I had marked. Lion is light brown in color. It has long claws in their front legs that can be withdrawn inside the toes. Now, these are the two adaptations. After that, you have to tell that how this light color helps the lion. So light color helps the lion in hiding itself when it hunts the prey. And eyes, the eyes which are in front of the face allow it to have a correct idea about the location of prey. So in this way, the eyes are going to help. Eyes and the color of line going to help. Okay, is it clear? Hope you have underlined. So in next paragraph, children, there are the adaptations of deer in this paragraph. So kindly write down each one of you. You frame one more extra question. Write adaptations of deer. Write adaptations write adaptations of deer. Okay. Sorry. Right, adaptations of deer. So in this coming paragraph, yes, Aditya Kulayal, start reading. A deer is another animal.
A deer is another animal that lives in forest and grassland. It has strong teeth for chewing hard plant stem of the forest. A deer needs to know about the presence of predators, animals like a lion that makes it their prey. In order to run away from them and not become their prey, it has long ears to hear movements of predators. The eye on the side of its head allows it to look in all directions for danger. The speed of the deer helps them to run away from the predators.
Okay, beta, thank you. Okay, it's okay. So children, just make the points that I had underlined. It has a strong teeth for chewing hard plant stems of the forest. Next, second is it has long ears to hear movements of predators. Eyes of deer are on a side. So children, you can write down the points here. आप इसमें points बना सकते हैं. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5 points you can make for the adaptations of deer. These are the adaptations of deer. Okay. I hope you have understood. This is the adaptation. This is answer for this question. Adaptations of deer. Next, let's talk about some aquatic animals. Now we'll talk about the aquatic animals. First of all, let's study about the animals which live in oceans. Okay, Arav, start. Arav Kuliyal.
How fish are adapted to live in the sea. Animals have streamlined bodies to help them move easily in water. There are some sea animals like squids and octopus which do not have this streamlined shape. They stay deeper in the ocean near the
But your voice
seabed.
is not clear. Anybody else can read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes,
Arush.
okay, start. Arush, start.
Ma'am, sea animals have streamlined bodies to help them move easily in water. There are some sea animals like squids and octopus which do not have this streamlined shape. They stay deeper in the ocean near the seabed and catch any prey that moves towards them. However, when they move in water, they make their body shape streamlined. These animals have gills to help them use oxygen dissolved in water. There
Okay,
are
beta.
some
Okay,
sea
wait
animals
for us.
like
Wait for a minute. So these animals have gills with which they breathe in oxygen present in water. So kindly mark these questions. Whatever I had underlined, just underline. First is all the sea animals have streamlined body. But here, squid and octopus are the exceptionals. They do not have the streamlined body. They live in the seabed and catch their prey there. But when they move in water, what happens? They make their body streamlined. They have gills to help them and use oxygen in the water. So children, you can mark all the points because any of the question can be there. Kindly underline all the points. Next, we'll discuss about the dolphin. Dolphin do not have the gills. They breathe in air through the nostrils or blowholes. Kindly underline, it's very, very important. You may find this question in the extra one. 1 markers में questions में ये आ सकता है आपको. How dolphins breathe. They breathe through the nostrils or blowholes. This allows them to breathe in the air when they swim near the surface of water. Okay, Arnav Agarwal, continue reading from this paragraph. They breathe in.
They breathe in air through nostrils or blowholes that are located on the upper part of their head. This allows them to breathe in air when they swim near the surface of water. They can stay inside the water for a long time without breathing. They jump out to the surface from time to time to breathe in air. Did you ever see the interesting activity of dolphin in television program or films on ocean life?
Okay, beta. So dolphin, you must have seen the activities of dolphin. They come out to the surface time to time. Underline college, it's very important thing about the dolphin. Again and again, they come out to breathe in the air. So there may be an extra question that why dolphin comes out again and again. They comes out again and again to breathe in. Okay. Next is Kashvi, ponds and lakes. Let's study about.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, shall I read?
Yes, start.
Ponds and lakes. Have you seen plants growing in ponds, lakes, rivers, and even some drains? Go on a field trip to a nearby pond if possible and try to observe the kinds of plants that are seen there. Observe the leaves, stems, and roots of these plants. Some of these plants have their roots fixed in soil below the water. Figure 9.9. In terrestrial plants, roots normally play a very important role in absorption of nutrients and water from soil. However, in aquatic plants, roots are much reduced in size and their main function is to hold the plant in place.
Okay, beta. Next, Chitra.
The stem grow up to the surface of water while the leaves and flowers float on the surface of water. Some aquatic plants are submerged in water.
Submerged in
All
water.
part of such plants are underwater. Some of these plants have narrow and thin ribbon-like leaf. These can bend in the flowing water. In some submerged plant leaves are often highly divided. Are often highly divided, through which the water can easily flow without damaging them. Frogs usually live in ponds. Frogs can stay both sides the water as well as move on land. They have strong back legs that help them in leaping and catching their prey. They have webbed feet
They
which
have
help
webbed
them.
feet, which
They
help
have
them
webbed
to
feet
swim in
which
water.
help them to swim in water.
Okay.
We have
Naman Sharma,
discussed.
continue. Naman Sharma, continue with the last paragraph. So children, here we have discussed few of the activities. Yes, Naman, continue, beta.
Your voice is not clear.
So I am not able to hear. Okay, afterwards you can read. So children, here we have discussed many of the plants which live under the water. So you may frame one extra questions of the here. Write down the adaptations of plants growing in ponds. Write down. Write adaptations. Adaptation of plants growing in water. Plants growing in water. Okay. So here children, three types of the plants are there. Few plants are there, like see in figure 9.9. Some plants are there which floats on the water. Few are totally submerged in water, and few half are on the water and half their roots are inside the water. So there are 2 or 3 kinds of the plants. So you have to write down the adaptations of the plants growing in the water. And this whole paragraph is about rat or frog. This whole paragraph is about frog. Frogs are known as amphibian. Amphibian का मतलब है they both live on land and water. Frog is the animal which live on land and water. Is it clear? So till here, your adaptations are over.